guys, how's it going? Let's take a look at the best Akimbo class setup for the 50 cal GS, also known as the Deagle. So it's pretty awesome that they allowed Akimbo for all the handguns, because I mean the Deagle here, I mean it's just, it's a miniature hand cannon. So aside from the Akimbo perk, which obviously you gotta have if you want to run these things in dual wield, we're gonna scoot over to ammunition, throw on the 13 round mag, then nudge on over to the trigger, throw on the lightweight trigger, head up to the muzzle and go down and throw on the compensator for the recoil control. Now, because like until you actually run the Akimbo setup in a couple different variations, you will find that you do need something to really help control the recoil, because it helps with your follow-up shots and it does help you keep a tighter pattern. So a muzzle attachment is not a wasted attachment. Finally, for our fifth attachment, we're going to go over to the second laser option there. This is the laser that stays on full time, so it will give away your position, but if you're running dual wield, then you need to be playing aggressively anyways. So there you have it. That's what this thing looks like once you got it all pimped out and pretty. Now, in this preview screen, it doesn't display two handguns as you'll have in game. It just shows you a single weapon model. Then for a full class rundown, in our primary weapon slot, we got the riot shield. In our secondary, we got the Deagle setup way I just showed you, with a weapon blueprint on it. It's one of the later weapon blueprints you'll get in the Season 2 Battle Pass. For our perks, we got EOD Hardline and Battle Harden, and then lethal spot, we got a frag grenade. Then our tactical section, we got a flash grenade. Okay, sweet. So we got Shoot House. Now I'm in the core playlist. Like the last few videos that I've been putting out, I've been playing hardcore matches, because that's what I've been working on, or the mode I've been working in, because it's really expedited the camo process where I'm trying to get Damascus. But since we got Deagles right here, we're gonna hop in core, because I mean, even in core, the Deagles have the same effect damage-wise as if you're just using standard handguns in hardcore. So that's what we're going to rock and roll with. But I'll be honest, this is actually the first core game I've played outside of gunfight in a while. So bear with me if my performance is a little bit off. But I'm gonna try using a little bit of a double fire approach to this and just see how well that works. So this is going to be a little bit of an experiment. Because I tried, as soon as I unlocked the Akimbo for this, I messed around with the attachments, but I haven't used it, not in a long time, but it's been a decent amount of time has passed since I did get these Akimbo, in respects to like the other weapons and stuff I've been using. So it's kind of just got to warm back up to it, and yeah, because these they play a lot different than the other handguns, in the Akimbo setup. Just for the sheer fact of the fire rate, the limited amount of ammunition, yet you still end up with that slow reload time, because you're, you got these things in an Akimbo fashion, but they're still extremely a good option for running the, like a primary pistol class setup, especially up close. I mean, you just hit the trigger on each side at the same time, and you just, I mean, you got a shotgun. Like, it's extremely good for close quarters, and it shuts people down very fast. It's just about getting used to it. I mean, right there, I would consider that with handguns to be about medium range. Still just a nice, easy two-shot, even in that tight space, that tight gap area. No problem. Now, I don't really want to be trying to compete, like shoot people at a distance, like, that are in windows and such. Another thing to keep in mind, though, is you will run out of ammo relatively quickly. So depending on your playstyle and the game mode, etc., you might want to consider running scavenger with this. Now, I feel like if you're playing aggressive, your lifespan is going to be limited on these smaller maps, just because it's very easy to end up getting shot in the back, or just run into unfortunate situations. So you'll normally die before your full ammunition bank has run out. Am I getting shot in the back by a teammate or what? Okay, well, we got these guys pushing mid-match, so let's get... So now we're at the bottom of the leaderboard, and we're not really playing the objective that much, but I'm just really wanting to showcase, like I said, this class setup itself. God dang it, our teammates are just yanking kills. So let's just spray and pray down the line right there. So now we got 5 and 6 in. I don't know much of a way, like I said, all that I can suggest with this is just always try to play up close if possible, because, I mean, you do have limited range. Now, let's throw some heavy hitters in this, because it'll top out, I think, only one mag with a heavy hitter round, since we're rocking 13. So, anytime that's a thing, then you're going to have to remember, your left handgun will actually be pretty useless at a certain point, so you're just going to be limited to one, but you can still do some pretty gnarly damage with just one handgun when you're rocking Deagles. Okay, so like I said, I think our lifespan's relatively limited, but since we're still up and going, I'm just going to have to pick up a handgun or a submachine gun right here. Well, this is really the AR, but it's like kind of got a submachine gun setup on it right now. So we'll just rock with this until we die, because you know I don't think that's necessarily cheating. But I need to pick her up a little bit, because we're at the bottom of the leaderboard right now, and that's unfortunate. But our teammates are really playing the objective and really pushing out and playing aggressive, so they're topping out a lot of the kills. And I mean, this would be a great secondary option. Like, I'm glad they made it to where, you know, you can run the Akimbo setup in and still have it as a secondary, because I mean it plays better as a secondary anyway. Something you can switch to in the event, you know, your primary runs out of bullets and you need a really nice secondary, a powerful secondary setup. Because most of the time when you run into those situations where you're running out of ammo or you need to top out your magazine, you're either already in a relatively close-up, you know, engagement, or you're far enough away to where you can back up and reload your primary weapon. So, you know, this right here, but it's a fun thing to play with, just, you know, running as a primary, especially, you know, if you need to take a break from, you know, grinding your ARs or your subs or shotguns or whatever. And it's just it's a neat, different play style that you can really come and play around with. There we go. Now we're getting some momentum behind us now. But going back, I probably would switch out and add in Scavenger with this. I would have done that at the beginning of the video, but, you know, for most people that are going to be running this, you probably won't be living extremely long play periods between deaths anyway, so, you know, you'll probably end up with enough. It's just, it ain't like the X16 and the M19 where you just spray. Like, you really need to make your shots count a bit more, and just try to play closer to your targets. Like that right there. But I mean, we're doing good now. We're getting our momentum. We're getting used to the setup. We're getting used to moving around how these people are playing. We're getting better reloads in. I mean, look at that. We're close to a VSAT. We might be able to get it. We got a decent amount of ammunition. We just got to watch these lasers and not give our position away here. But these guys are going to be pushing this side tunnel probably. No. My accuracy. I was shot to the right. I let the pressure get to me right there. But yeah, I mean, and it's been hard for me, because normally whenever I play Call of Duty and I'm, you know, like, I try to play for performance and stuff in the past, but where I've been doing these camos and stuff and using so many different weapons, like, in between these videos, I'm just hopping on and posting the first match with the class set up, so my performance is subpar from what it normally is, because I normally stick with, like, 3 classes total, and then just grind with them and get used to how those weapons perform and get that just jammed into my muscle memory. And that's what I'll be doing after I get Damascus. Like, a lot of these weapons and class setups I won't be using much at all, unless it's just for, you know, a fun video to showcase a different class setup or a different variation of a weapon, or if it's something that you guys suggest that you would like to see. Because I mean, it's crazy now, how fast that I've been able to progress through the camos and got as this close to the Damascus itself, and I'm really excited, because I mean, I've got my LMGs, my rocket launchers, and I think 1 shotgun left, and then the riot shield. And that might sound like a lot, but then I mean, when you think about all the ARs and the subs and everything else that I've already been able to really just, you know, get done in a very good time period, a very quick time period, there's not that much left. But I do wish that I'd kind of already done the LMGs, because I mean, I hate the LMGs on this game. I do not enjoy using them at all, just because, like, you're kind of forced to play a bit slower than I would like to. Oh, what we got? Okay, let's push back through mid right here. You're forced to play a lot slower, and I don't know. That's not. Hello there, sir. Okay, I think we got a little bit of a ping spike right there, because that right there should have killed him right quick, fast, and in a hurry. But yeah, like, I don't think the Deagles is something that you would want to use on hardcore. It's really a waste of another potential, you know, weapon option. Like the M19 and the X16 are much better for hardcore, because you basically get the damage performance of these Deagles that you get in core on, you know, in hardcore itself. So yeah, if you're a normal hardcore player, I recommend hopping in core and maybe trying out some Deagle action, because like it really transfers into how it feels to play it that way. I think with this though, it's better if you do double burst, because I know with like the M19 and X16 it's really easy to just kind of do that swap, you know, rapid fire with your triggers, but you do have a limited fire rate with this weapon, and then where it's already got such good damage, you can just basically with a one tap from both weapons at the same time get a nice quick easy kill, as long as you keep your fire rate relatively slow and you time your shots. Now at that distance right there, yeah, it's going to be hard to do anything, and you're not really going to be able to compete with you know, ARs and submachine guns and stuff where people can focus their line of fire. Not that it don't have the range capabilities, it's just you're limited with your consistent accuracy. So I mean, I'm sure you could get some distance kills right there. And some pretty dope kills, really. Even across the map, it would just be about being able to do that consistently, and actually win a gunfight like that is going to be very unlikely. So, you know, just keep that in mind whenever you're playing this. And this isn't a class setup if you're wanting to run it as a primary that I would, you know, recommend using on any kind of large map whatsoever. Just because you're going to run into a lot more situations where you're not going to be able to do anything consistently. That's the key word there, is consistently. No doubt you'll end up in some close quarter situations. Right now I'm getting some god awful lag though. It's very unfortunate. And you need to try to time your reloads, because I mean, you got a small amount of ammunition compared to the way that, you know, these weapons play out. So anytime you can back up your back up from gunfights and take the time to reload properly, definitely try to do that. Oh, let's hit him there. Oh, drop shot. Nope, we got 2 hit markers. I didn't even see that one dude laying down right there at that barrier. But tons of fun to use though, tons of fun. You know, let's actually try to go for a hard point here a minute and just quit being sandbagged to our teammates right now, because I feel bad. Normally, I mean, as you guys know from my other videos, I normally try to hit the objectives pretty hard. We got anybody chilling right here? Nope. Okay, well, they're going to be pushing this way for sure. Now, this is where having EOD on instead of the battle hardened is a good idea, because anytime you're in these objective game modes, you're going to have people just bombarding with explosives. Just hit a little bit of pre-fire right there. Smack a reload. About to win the game regardless. Oh, well, maybe not. We got 35 seconds of hard point, so I mean, we're third on our team in time already. So I guess a couple of the other teammates actually started backing off a bit too. But whenever you're winning by this much, you know, there's no point in just ending the game and you drag it out. But like I said, it's a nice little gameplay video to showcase the Deagle. I'm glad those of you that are into the pistols and stuff are really enjoying these Akimbo videos. Appreciate you know, all the likes, the comments, and for all the new subscribers. And I'm gonna I'll be mixing up and adding new variations of content in after I get the Damascus camo and stuff and all that done, and be doing the other camo videos. But look at that, we almost had 2.0 KD rocking this Deagle. It still wound up at the bottom of the leaderboard though, even with the with third most kills. So nothing to write home about. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and until the next one, adios.